as you all know, Ramadan is coming up very soon, and I have gotten request to make a video on Ramadan. And the first thing that crossed my mind, I thought I really want to make a video on what is Ramadan overall. Just a reminder for those who are Muslims and for those who are non-Muslims. Since I am a convert myself to Islam, I know what questions would you have and what perceptions would you have about Ramadan and Muslims overall. So I would just like to share this knowledge that I have with you. Month of Ramadan is the 9th month of an Islamic calendar. Our holy book Quran was sent down, or rather revealed, to our beloved Prophet. Month of Ramadan is also one of the 5 Islamic pillars. Everyone who is a Muslim, who wants to call himself a Muslim, has to follow this. Most of the non-Muslim people know Ramadan as a Muslim holiday when Muslims don't eat food. However, there is much broader and much deeper meaning to it. Not having food plays just a little part in it. This is a very important month for us Muslims. We believe that during this time we can shape and mold our hearts and our souls, our morals for the better, and increase the love for our Creator. All Muslim people have to fast during Ramadan, and there are some people who are exempt, elder people, children, some people who might have medical conditions, who cannot fast, who have to have food, maybe diabetic or so. Then there are women who are on their menstrual cycle, or mentally ill people, so basically people who cannot realize what they are doing. Part of the word Ramadan means intense heat in stomach, which is created by hunger. And as I mentioned before, we don't only fast as we don't eat food, we actually try to fast with our soul, with our heart, with our eyes, with our tongue, with our ear. We try stay out of any falsehood, any lies, backbiting, any gossip. We try to stay away from non-Islamic movies, non-Islamic music. During Ramadan, we try to forgive each other, try to come back together as a family, as friends. We try to apologize, we try to learn better manners, just to become a better human being. During this month, we try to make our faith and our heart win over our physical needs or any desires that have been created by our society, any needs that are not really necessary for us as a soul. We try to pray more, read more about our own religion, do more good deeds, and we do it for 30 days, and we fast, meaning that we don't eat any food from sunrise to sunset. It means all day. As long as there is light outside, we cannot have any food or drink. In our holy book it says, "O you who believe, fasting is prescribed to you as it was prescribed to those before you, that you may learn piety and righteousness." Most probably you heard that many non-Muslims would refer Ramadan as a Muslim holiday, and I would say it is, in a way it is a holiday, but it is a holiday for our ego, for our worldly needs. We just try to stay away from it. We believe that if we stay away from our physical needs, we will develop something more spiritual, and even if our bodies are getting weaker during that time because we are staying away from food and drink, our soul becomes much stronger. In a way, we take month of Ramadan as a certain type of training, a training for bad days that can occur in our life. Maybe our conditions will change, the way we live. Maybe one day we don't have water, maybe one day we don't have food or roof above our head. Basically, we just try to train our soul to stay away without the worldly things, and instead we tend to focus on our Creator and fill our heart with thankfulness and with wonder and with the delight for everything that He has given us. Most probably you know it for yourself that we as humans, we tend to detach from spirituality, our faith or our good deeds are going up and down, just because we start living our life and we get into the routine, we get into the emotions, and our spiritual levels go down. So that's why there's Ramadan every year, to remind us what we're supposed to be as Muslims, and in a way, as I call it, to become real Muslim again, meaning that develop all the good qualities that are asked by our Creator, and try to have that intense training for 30 days, with the hope that we can keep up being as good Muslims as we can during the year. So we try to develop God consciousness and maintain it throughout the year. The feeling of fear of God and the knowledge that He always is watching us. Imagine how would you behave if there would be always cameras in your house, or always cameras following you wherever you go. You would be acting differently. You would think about every word you say. You would think, where are you going, what are you looking at, what are you saying. And just a reminder that God actually cannot just see the physical appearance of you, but He can see what's in your soul, what's in your mind. So this is what we really work on during the Ramadan. Usually human being needs about 21 days as a minimum to develop certain habit. So if you do it for 21 days, day to day, you will develop the habit that you most probably will stick to it. So we are sort of given an extra week by our Creator to really develop better self and to improve whatever we need to improve as an individual. And in Islam there is really no middle, there is only black or white, good or bad. And our daily life affects us so much, or our communities, our society overall affects us so much that bad things become okay things. And I think Ramadan is the time where it sets things to bad or good, where it's supposed to be. Through the self-discipline and self-control, we actually learn a lot. I know for myself how nice food feels and tastes after you break the fast, after you have not had any food or any water during the day. You are so much thankful that you have it. And during normal days, when it's not Ramadan, you don't even know, you don't notice that you're having food. Sometimes you say, oh, I don't like this, I'm not going to eat it, I will leave it. Even if you're working and you're fasting, it is so hard. Sometimes it's really hard to travel back home as well. And you come home and you lay down on your sofa as you regularly would do, and you feel like this is amazing, I have it, I have a roof on top of my head, I have shelter, I have food, I have clothes. You appreciate your family members more, everything. You just develop such strong feeling of thankfulness and awareness of what you have been given. And in our book it says, and he gives you all that you ask him, and if you count Allah's favors you will not be able to number them. And for my Muslim viewers, I would like to remind you, most probably you know about it, that during Ramadan, Shaitan, or as we call devil, is locked up. He is chained, and we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it easy for us, that during this month he will not be able to whisper us, or he will not be able to make us do bad deeds. So that is why it is made much easier for us to achieve our spiritual goals and to improve our character. We need to understand that we have a lot to be thankful for, and also develop self-awareness. And I think that Ramadan is really true celebration. We have to be happy about it, because this is when the message was sent to us that there is one God, and this is because of this time, a long time ago, we have become what we are now. This is when a new nation was born, when our Muslim Ummah was born. But I think that we should be very, very thankful that we have reached Ramadan, and we are given this opportunity to improve ourselves, because a little bit before Ramadan there is a night where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decides who lives and who dies. Make the most of this Ramadan, because you never know if you're going to live long enough to reach up to the next one. I will see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum.